Welcome to Post-Gazette.com. I'm Ray Fittipaldo, joined by Brian Batko. And today, Brian, some pretty significant news for the Steelers and the city of Pittsburgh. The 2026 NFL Draft will be held right here in the city, down at the North Shore, by what we're being told, down by PNC Park and Acrisure Stadium. So other than the Super Bowl, this is the NFL's second biggest event, and this is going to generate a lot of money for the city of Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I mean, there was some buzz about it in the locker room today. I mean, especially for a guy like Christian Kuntz, who's from here, went to Chartiers Valley High School, played at Duquesne, so he's a Pittsburgher through and through. Obviously takes pride in that. And, you know, Pat Freiermuth was talking about how, you know, they were basically out there getting ready to practice when the news became official today down in Nashville at the league meetings. And, you know, Freiermuth has a kind of unique perspective on it because he was at this past year's draft, one of those guys walking up on the stage as a current player announcing the picks. And he said, yeah, there's a ton of people there. I was a little bit nervous. It goes to show what a big event it is. And as somebody who's been here for a few years now as a Steeler, he also spoke about what it's going to mean for the city, the revenue that it's going to generate being here, Ray.
Well, Brian, we're always here on the south side for the draft. We watch the draft on television like everyone else does. 750,000 people into Detroit during that 3-day span. So there's going to be similar numbers here, somewhere around $150 million in business generated for the city. So like I talked about, for a long time, there was that kind of that pipe dream that maybe the Steelers could get a Super Bowl. I think that sort of faded. And now we're into the phase, okay, if we can't get the Super Bowl, let's get the draft. And now they got 2 years to prepare for it, and it's a pretty big deal.
And a lot of the biggest football cities in the NFL now are laying claim to it. I mean, it's been to Kansas City, it's been to Detroit, obviously this past season. I think it's Green Bay.
Green Bay this year.
Yeah, so I
Cleveland's had it.
Right,
yeah.
In Cleveland. So yeah, I mean, all these places where football is just in their DNA, and people will go, show up, put on their jerseys just to hear some names read and some players walk across the stage. But we know how much interest that generates around the league, and the players know that, the coaches know that, and certainly owners and team presidents like Art Rooney II, who I think he told our Jerry Dulac down in Nashville today that they're anticipating this to be kind of the single biggest visitor event in the history of Pittsburgh, at least as far as sporting goes.
Yeah, it's a very big deal. And Brian, you'll have your 2026 mock draft ready, next week?
All we need to figure out now, Ray, is who are the Steelers going to take with their first-round pick, or are they going to trade it away, or are they going to trade up, or are they going to trade down? I guess if you're a Steelers fan, you hope you're picking 32nd in that draft. That'll mean you're coming off winning the Super Bowl in the 2025 season.
Okay. For Brian Batko, I'm Ray Fittipaldo, reporting from the South Side. We'll see you next time.
Thank you for checking out this content from Post-Gazette Sports. If you watch this video on YouTube, please like the video and subscribe to our channel. For all of the sports coverage the Post-Gazette has to offer, visit post-gazette.com.